back. Are we live?
Oh, live. Are we live?
We aren't live.
We are. I heard something click. That's me right
There you are. I know, but why isn't it showing on? Okay. All right, we're back. We're in it.
Get over here.
Look there. Don't look at yourself. I know how much you like to look at yourself right there.
Yeah.
Good?
Okay, so I look over here.
All right, welcome back. Happy New Year. I
Happy-
guess we can keep saying that, right? I know it's like the 10th or 11th or what's the date? Do you know the date?
11.
The 11th, but I think you can still say Happy New Year. So Happy
Actually,
New
it's
Year.
at 12.
Is it
It's
really?
at 12. 11
Let me
was
check.
Saturday.
Yeah, it's the 12th. Thank you all for tuning back in and keeping informed on everything we're doing. Like you said, cookbook is out. It's kind of crazy. It took a lot of time doing it. Of course, it was our first time making
Yeah, let me
a
hold that
cookbook
while you
of any sort. So this is actually really cool, and I guess something that will be around forever, especially with the QR codes and YouTube videos. As long as YouTube is still around, however long, you know, the videos will always be there. There's a locked video playlist for you. So it's not just always on public. It's for, especially if you just get the cookbook, you get all the recipes. Really cool stuff. It's been awesome. I know we got ranked like top 10 in like new cancer cookbooks and as well as the medical nutrition books on Amazon, which is super cool. We're going to keep doing this also on Kindle and then currently getting reviewed for Barnes & Noble Press too. So just trying to help out as much as we can. And this is, yeah, it's pretty sick. I mean, kind of cool thing we got to be able to do. So if you haven't gotten your copy, get your copy now. It's $16.95 on Amazon. I think you do the whole free shipping on Prime. And then it'll be on the other sites too if you're waiting for that. But yeah, really cool. And hopefully we kind of get it popping and keep it going and keep helping out as much as we can. And yeah,
And hopefully do the follow-up books.
Yeah. The as you see in our streams, we do the MM5 and SB6 ones as well. So I know that's what we have planned up in store. Maybe some cultural one as well. You know, some Italian food, Puerto Rican food, Mexican food, just kind of all of it.
Portuguese food,
Mary. So yeah, we're just gonna keep having fun with it and see where this continues to take us and keep growing the channel. And I think the most important thing is just have fun doing it. It's been fun doing this with my dad. Kind of, then never thought I'd be in like the whole like texture modified diets and doing this, but I mean it's been a great joy, especially all the comments people leave. We're all here to help each other. Continue to post, continue to comment. Let's just make sure everyone they eat great and eat well. And I know now we're just it's Taco Sunday today. I know usually it's Taco Tuesday. We want a Taco Sunday. I wanted some tacos. The people wanted some tacos, some ground beef, and I think this would be the best time and perfect time to do it. So
let's get rolling.
Should we get rolling? Let's do it.
So we're gonna do all the levels on ground beef tacos, and so let's get started. I mean, we're just gonna do the regular.
Show me a regular taco.
Regular taco.
Just give me like ground beef taco.
So we got the already pre-cooked corn tortilla. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to dress my tortilla with my refried beans. Nice and hot.
There we go.
And the refried beans as is. Okay. Now, since we're doing modified diets, and I'm using all of this to do modified diets, then I have my ground beef here, right? So for the regular diet, I'm just going to take it like that without draining it much. And what I did is, I have my flavoring here, my taco seasoning. Okay. I got my onions, and I got garlics, and I got diced tomato. So all of that was cooking with plenty of taco seasoning because I need to season my ground beef. As you can see, then here is going to have my flavoring. This is my flavoring for the ground beef. If it wasn't going to be broken down into the different diets, then this would have been here. Okay. So now, see those nice chunky tomatoes?
Yeah, make me a taco.
Okay. A little bit of green onions. A little bit of cilantro. And salsa.
Give me some cheese too, man.
Wait, hold on. Take your time.
My bad.
Take your time.
Getting excited.
Cheese goes on top at the end, all right? And then it's your cheese. Okay.
Boom.
So now you hold it like yay, and ready to eat. Okay. So that's our regular taco. Grab it, eat it, make a mess. It's all good. Make sure you have a fork to eat the leftover that falls on the plate. Okay. So now we're going to do the modified diets. This way it becomes not that much tricky, but we're going to drain our ground beef.
Go for it. Let's see, so this is my taco
is
right
draining.
here. That's what I'm getting.
Okay.
Oh, let me get you draining.
That's fine. Bring them here. So the ground beef is draining. We have the flavoring. We have all the condiments. So how are we going to incorporate this into the SB6, MM5, and then puree? Right? So let's start with our tortillas. I toasted the tortillas in a toaster oven or on the pan. Make sure it's overcooked. So I'm just gonna throw them here. I'm gonna do both.
Do both of them?
Yeah, this way, what I'm going to do is grind it to make sure it's powder-like. So that will be my thickening agent. If you remember last time we did something with tortillas, worked out the same way. Noisy.
Scared.
Okay. So it's all the particles, all ground. And all this, what it will do is help. Once I incorporate it with the sauce, the salsa, you will see, it will just dilute. Okay, so let's put them right here. So that is my powdered tortilla. That's the beginning step. So now what we're going to do is take our salsa, which one of the three, so when you look at how we're going to start. So you look at, okay, so the ground beef looks like it's SB6 already. If you take it here,
Move the
yeah, and break it down, correct? So this is the only big piece here. It will be this one right here that is a little bit bigger. Actually, it's right on the SB6 size, okay? So, but if I take my sauce, my flavoring, this is gonna call it flavoring, onions, diced tomato, garlic, taco seasoning. So this is by far way too big. So this will go first in my rubber coop.
This is still working for the SB6, correct?
This we're doing the SB6, correct? So right now, concentrate on SB6 only, on SB6. So now, green onions and cilantro are raw, right? So let's add the flavor here. So we're just gonna break it down really good. Okay.
Just a quick little close. Ooh. I'm just here for sound effects.
Sound effects, correct. So now, broke it somewhat. So now we're gonna add some ground beef. Do 1, 2. Yeah. Always test, 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 correct? So now everything's incorporated. That's good. So far, so good. Okay. So right now we have our ground beef with our base. Taco seasoning, onion, garlic, and diced tomato. That's the base. So now, okay, I have 2 ingredients left. I got refried beans, actually 3. Salsa and cheese.
Oh, tortilla.
Okay? Tortillas are thickening. That's
Hold
last.
on,
That's
hold on.
last.
Okay.
So we got all 4, okay? So what goes where? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my salsa right here with my beef. So here we go. Salsa.
You like the salsa?
Okay. Blend that. Okay. Now we have cheese, refried beans, and the tortilla. So what goes where? The refried bean, if you look at it, if we do a testing, sorry, I have a lot of ingredients here. So if you do a testing, the refried beans, if you look at it, it's already SB6. It falls into all 3: SB6, MM5, and puree. So, all right. So that's good. Now, reading a little further, for those of you that might question, hey, can we combine 2 different layers of items to become SB6 MM5? And the answer will be yes, you can, as long as they meet the standards, correct? And this is what I mean by that. So now I'm going to thicken. If you see here, I see some liquid, a little bit of liquid in the bottom. So this is, we're going to flour the tortilla with the tortillas.
Oh, you're thickening it.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Okay, chef.
Mm-hmm. All right, last but not least, now we're gonna throw the cheese
Baby,
inside. Okay. Okay.
Should I mess
That's
with
the
them real
male
quick?
person.
I can double check.
That's fine. That's fine. They will stop in a second. Okay, now. So now we have the ground beef, the cheese.
Let's kind of move it close because there's a lot of stuff.
Okay, all right. Let's put them on the plate. Let's put it on the plate.
Just
Hand me the plate. Okay. So. So, all the parts, you don't have anything here that is bigger than 50 millimeter, and everything's squashed pretty good, right? Then
Oh, that's a lot of beans.
we serve it
With some beans.
with a side of beans. So then people are able to eat their meal with the refried beans and the SB6 combined, so they can combine them, eat it like you would do at home, and it has the same flavor. Shall we test it?
Test it. I know. I'll be testing these later. I'll test these at the end.
And it's not a lot of chewing or strength or the tortilla. I don't feel any any type of resistance for me of my chewing. Beautiful. Okay. Now I can put in layers, meaning I can take the ground beef, the refried bean, put it right on top, and then layer it, and then as you scoop, delicious. So that's my, actually let's make it pretty,
Yeah.
correct? And as you can see, nothing is seeping out, and it's your SB6.
Cool.
Okay. Now, with that said, we're gonna do the MM5. Well, MM5 is the same thing, but a little bit smaller pieces. So let's check our refried beans. Let's see if our refried beans, I mentioned before that it was good for all of them, all right? Look at that. So what I'm going to do here is, I have some of the meat left. The process will be the same if I'm going to make it again. So let's do it again right here.
Just keep it with the SB.
Keep it with that. So now
grind it smaller.
it's a level smaller, so let's do SB6. MM5. So right now we're doing the MM5. Okay. Putting all my ingredients. See how easy it was? I'm making the whole taco all at once. And then, look at that. My tortilla all at once.
Let us know in the comments if you have any questions at all that he can answer. It all looks pretty straightforward, but you know.
Yeah, let's see what we got. That's ground right there. Not even a single piece is bigger than 4 millimeters or 8 millimeters. Okay? So that's your ground version of the MM5. Now, it's thick enough already. And guess what? I haven't even used my refried beans. So now let's assemble the plate. Can I have a plate, Vanna?
You do not.
I did not say that.
You're not doing Wheel of Fortune on me.
Oh, okay.
You're
All
not
right. I
playing
want
Vanna.
that. Okay.
She's too good for me.
So let's do this.
Less beans.
So let's put beans
In the
here.
full.
And the beans, once again, they're all MM5. Okay. Actually, let me do 2 steps. One, layered the beef. Okay. Nothing is seeping out. All good. That's your MM5 layer red fried beans and the ground beef on top. Okay. Now, I can take very well red fried beans, add it, mix it,
Mix it together.
and serve it together. Okay. So if I'm at work and we got 15, 20 orders, so this is how it's gonna go down. We're gonna mix it. Okay, can I get a plate, sir?
Yeah, sir, last.
And we're gonna serve it. Just like that. Now, the question is, when we're creating recipes, ground beef to make a taco or ground beef, how much protein do you have for that particular recipe? Then if I'm gonna combine it with the refried beans, what will be the serving size that I'm using when I scoop it? For example, I scoop 2 2/3 scoop of refried bean combination with the beef. Is that enough protein for that patient? And that's when the calculations is how many ground beef you're gonna use with the refried beans and everything else. So the serving size could go up to half a cup, 3/4 of a cup, or a full cup to be able to meet the protein intake of that patient. So that's a recipe that you create as you go along. Okay. Remember that mathematic, 3 plus 2 is not 5, it's half a cup when it becomes to MM5, SB6, and puree. All right, so now we're gonna do puree.
I see it. Want me to help move something around?
Yeah, please. Can you put this away?
Put this in pause.
All right, okay.
You also need another plate.
Another plate, yeah. I got another plate. Let's clean up this a little bit.
Put that in there too, if you want.
There goes out.
So you got comments. Margie, bought the cookbook off Amazon. We'll get it next week. Hello, hi, that's awesome. Thank you for the support. Can't wait to hear what you think about it. It was a lot of fun to make, I'll tell you that. A lot of going back and forth with this guy, I'll tell you.
Never easy, never easy.
No, why should it be?
So now, for puree,
You want to move that or you want to keep that same?
should we use it? No, I'm just going to, what I'm going to do, I'm going to show just a little bit, then we're going to add the rest over here,
Yeah,
right, to make it more.
Yeah.
Okay, so for
Just add a little
puree,
bit.
we'll go like,
Yeah, just add a little bit of that.
yeah, yeah. So puree, we do the ground beef.
That's good.
Okay. We do our flavoring, which is the onions, garlic, taco seasoning, canned diced tomato, okay? Then we will have our salsa. Actually, I'm gonna do something better. The salsa, we go with the refried bean, watch, okay? Then we're gonna do green onions, cilantro, and cheese over here, okay? Now, this is the one I did for our regular.
Yes.
So I'm just gonna throw them in here. And this one I did MM5 SB6 with a little bit of refried bean. Yeah, it's okay, throw them in there, okay? Remember our friend? Our friend always, vegetable broth. Always our friend, okay?
What does that
Let's
mean?
use a little vegetable broth. It's an air pocket, so let's use our friend, vegetable broth.
How much you kind of just go?
Just make sure that you add enough that it will blend together. It will grab it. It will create that vortex.
Yes, I'm learning as well.
Okay.
little liquidy.
So who's gonna help?
I'm guessing either the beans or tortilla.
There we go. We got the tortilla. We already have the tortillas in, so I dump all the tortillas. Now use our friendly refried bean. So let's do that.
Scoop in there.
Scoop in there.
Where did it start? Nice and thickener. What do you think?
Nice and hot.
Oh, not really.
Almost.
Okay.
Just need a little bit more refried bean, that's all. It's better to try to thicken it with the same product versus
Dumping thickener in it. Mm-hmm. Not that thickener is bad, but you want to keep that taste still.
Okay. Let's do that. Is it, Brandon?
I think it needs to sit for a second. What do you
It's
think?
not running. No.
No?
It's let me clean this out a little bit.
Let me know in the comments. I'd love to see what people think.
So some of the questions that we get asked is, when you do puree and you're gonna eat it immediately or you're gonna eat it later on, what type of ingredients do you have that helps thicken? So we know refried beans, as it cools down, it will thicken. The tortilla will thicken as it sits down. So then you don't want it way too thick by the time it gets to the patient. Now, some of the rules behind the puree is that you should be able to roll it with your fingers and hands, and that will kind of as it chill, it will do that effect. But for me to get to that patient just hot enough that it's not scorching hot, it will go something like this. So you go here and then we flick it, correct? Go here and you flick it. But it's nice and smooth because the refried bean is making it super smooth. Okay? If it wouldn't pass the test, then when I do the fork test, it will be dripping. So it's not dripping. Let's go right here. It's not dripping. Okay? So then, smooth. Good. Okay. Now as it sits, it will get more solid. And then it will get to a point where if it's cold, you'll be able to hold it with your hands. So then I made it, this puree is made all the way at the beginning where it's the most liquidy, let's put it that way, but it's not liquid. It's soft enough that it meets the standards. But then as it cools off, it will be right on the standards. What level are you when you're making it? Right? So what is the correct level? If you make it nice and thick at the beginning, it will be a really hard ball by the time the patient gets it, and it's not be adequate. And it might create a crust too, so you'll be careful with that. Now, to avoid creating a crust, always, always, always plastic wrap. Never aluminum foil. Okay? That's all I have.
So you have?
That's it.
Well, I want to taste
That's our puree. Let's do taste test.
Wait, yes, I have a question. So Margie asked, did you say that after 10 minutes is too cool? Kind of go over the whole cooling.
So
She's asking if, kind of like, I guess the like timetable, like when should you really give it somebody? Is after 10 minutes too cool?
So normally we make it, I plate it, I put plastic wrap, and it goes in the warmer, warming cabinet. And the warming cabinet is 155 degrees to 170 degrees from there, depending. So as it's covered, it maintains that temperature that is in the warmer. So you put it in, let's say you blend that, you put it in 140 degrees. So the warmer would not bring up the temperature. It will maintain that 140 degrees. Even though the warmer will say 150, it will maintain the 140.
So now I'm going to the question.
Okay.
Once you do it, right, you could pull it out. This is how it is. How long, like, is that good to give to the person right away? After 10 minutes, is it too cool? Like, when is kind of the best time to serve that? Is it good to serve it right away?
So
Not necessarily hospital setting, just regular setting.
So what we're making right now is perfect to serve it right away. So by the time you get to the patient, it will be hot enough, but not too hot. Okay. So within 10 minutes, it will cool off, but it will be okay.
Yeah.
All right. So our threshold is 30 minutes by the time it gets to a patient. Now, when it's open like this, it will cool off quite fast.
Yeah. Cool. I want to test it out. Let me know if that answers your question, Margie. And then Carolyn, got my cookbook this afternoon. We'll try it out tomorrow. Yes, let us know. That's awesome. Thank you. Let us know how you like it. All right, I'm coming over. I want to taste test this thing. Let me bring this down. You can go. You can watch me taste test this.
Yeah.
Up to you.
And I apologize sometimes for going on into too many details. It just, I deal with this every day and at work, and it's so many variables, and I get questions thrown at me left and right side all the time. So I try to, when we do these streams, I try to explain as much as I can on the experience that I have encountered with different speech therapists, dietitians, but yet I need to keep it focused. So if I go in the tangent, I got my son telling me, "Hey, Dad, keep it."
I'll try and bring him back to earth a little bit.
Yeah,
That's how it goes. Do you want a spoon?
Yeah, please. Thank you.
All right. So I think first I should try the regular, and then I'll kind of go from there. No, it's not a bad.
Really?
No, yeah, just to kind of
okay.
see.
Okay, it's been sitting there for 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's been sitting there for a minute. But a taco's a taco. It don't matter. It's good when. Oh, dude.
Sorry.
How many towels you got?
Well, I got towels too. That's kitchen towels. That's you clean stuff.
Yeah.
He just got refried beans over his mouth. That's okay.
Whatever, dude. Let's go puree. Okay, so taco's great. Puree.
See all the flavors out there? Tortilla.
No chewing. That always throws me off. Every time we do this, the flavor is either perfect or it's enhanced more because of the blender. All right, so puree, I'll give it a 9 out of 10. That's good
Can you
stuff.
taste the tortilla? Yeah. And is it crunchy, the tortilla at all?
I had no crunch. I'm still not really having to chew. That was for the SB6. Listen, yeah, because that's what we fried.
MM5.
And now MM5.
Is it that one or that one?
It could be both. Right, that's how you did it, right?
I'll try this.
All right. My top is MM5, then SB6, then puree, and then the made one. I personally might actually just put this on the tortilla and just eat it like that. That's how I feel. I'm not. I'll let you know. I'll let them know too if I wasn't a fan.
And it's we have found out the different flavors of the food that we make. Which of them enhance the flavor more? Like you just said it. SB6 MM5 enhance the flavor a lot more than the puree and the regular.
Yeah.
Right. Actually, all the recipes we've done, the regular is back in the furnace.
Yeah, because
it's not flavorful because you have to find the flavor as you're chewing.
Yeah, it's kind of like the regular is just food. Like it's just like yes,
It has no.
That's what it is.
Correct.
But then once you put everything together, it's better.
Yeah, a lot better.
Wow.
Because you have
Wow.
every
There's some
bite.
comments
Every
today.
bite has the entire flavors. Okay. When you do it regular, you see right here, you have the cheese, you got the tomatoes.
Pull it up if you.
So, oh,
Yeah. A little higher probably.
let's see where.
Oh, we're a little far back.
Where are we?
Put
Okay,
it
right
up
here,
to
right
the
here.
screen. I'll come back
Right
to you. Yeah, you got it.
Okay. So, what we're talking about is a regular diet has all the components, but they're all spread out. So when you take a bite, you have to find the flavors. Now, in SB6, MM5, and puree, all the flavors are combined already. So when you take one bite, it's a full flavor of all the ingredients incorporated in the recipe.
Yeah.
So we
In a way,
just,
it's better.
it's a lot better,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. I guess kind of main misconception is like when you have this food, there's gonna be no more flavor anymore. It's gonna be just mush. It's gonna be gross. There's no flavor in it, and we're kind of trying to show is no, it should be more flavor in this. You should be actually enjoying eating while this is going on.
And eating every bite.
Everybody.
Every bite should be the same from first bite to the last bite, exactly the same. Enjoyable.
Yeah. I have another question, then we'll end it. Margie asks, does puree ever get too thick? You already answered the temperature question, but does it get too thick? She loves it when you geek out. It does help. So keep geeking out. I'll always bring you back to the to life. But too thick because you want.
All right. So
Yeah. Does the puree ever get too thick because you want too long to serve? So does it ever get too thick?
So when it cools down, it will get thick enough. If you have it improperly covered, which is probably aluminum foil and creates a crust, then that game over, basically. If you use too much thicket because it's too liquidy, and you use too much thicket, and you're not paying attention to how much thicket you're using, and you use way too much, that will throw it as it sits, it will become a ball really hard.
Right.
So that's why we develop recipes. We test the recipes. Every recipe is tested, and you zero will be, I made it, let's eat it. 15, 30, and 45 minutes. So we do those three testing to make sure that that 45-minute mark is probably cold, but it's edible.
Yeah.
Something that you can pop in the microwave 10 seconds and it's still edible. But if you make a product and the patient gets it after 45 minutes, then why
what are you
make
doing?
it? Yeah, it's not.
I will say this. Tell me if I'm wrong on this. When you're also making it and say it looks a little liquidy still, and you add some thickener, mix it around a little bit and let it sit for like a minute or two. Because I've noticed that when we just add when I think it's going to be cost like 3 tablespoons of thickener, it's really only 1 because you pour it, you mix it, let it sit for a sec, like probably a minute or two, and then test it. Most chances are that it's actually going to be to that right consistency.
Correct.
If it's a little bit more, then you kind of know, okay, I need to put a little bit more. But if you think it's liquid and you're like, oh, I just got to dump thickener in it, you're actually making it very, very thick. Am I wrong on that?
No, you're absolutely right. You have learned something. I've
Look at
learned
me.
something.
Wow.
I'm proud.
Margie said, got it. Thank you for using food to thicken. Yes, us with esophageal dysphagia do not use thicket. Yeah. So doing it with your items are the best way to do it. And you can do it. I know in our cookbook, sometimes we put estimated 1 to 2 tablespoons of thickener. I think like on carrots or different things. But if you have more carrots, you can
Then you don't have to.
thicken it with more carrots. There's the ways to do it. So, I don't know. Is that it? Should we
That's
say
it.
thank you?
Thank you.
Thank you again for watching.
And welcome back.
And welcome back. Again, gonna plug this first one. We're excited about it. It's gonna be up forever. So, pretty sick. And I guess we'll see you next time. Keep checking us up on Facebook and everything for more updates. I know we're also planning on doing some more clips and fun videos as well. And I'll just keep it going. We're having fun.
Yeah.
Are you having fun?
I'm having fun. And the dogs like it.
The dogs do like it.
Every
The dogs
time we
are
do a
having
stream, everything is quiet until the stream starts, and then they start
Yes,
barking
yeah.
and nothing for no reason. I like.
Stars of the show.
Yeah, they get jealous.
Jealous. Okay. Bye, everyone. Happy New Year. We'll see you next time.
Subscribe.
Yep.
Thank you.
Keep smiling, Dad. Keep smiling. Keep smiling.